Well, good morning, everybody. Ooh, that's crooked. There we go. Hey, how's it going? ID Swim, hello. Leonie Lou, how you doing over on the YouTube side? Hope you guys are all having a great morning. Apologize for not being on yesterday. I had really bad sleep and then a massive headache when I woke up in the morning. So, yeah, it was yesterday was not a great day, but today we're back. And we are going to get back into our Long Dark. And we are going to be heading towards Bleak Inlet today. So we're already in Forlorn Muskeg right now, I believe. Let me check. Yep, we're in Forlorn Muskeg right now. We're going to be heading to Bleak Inlet. We may even get out of Bleak Inlet. We may, depending on how lucky we are with an Aurora, we may get out of Bleak Inlet and back into Mystery Lake and over to Pleasant Valley today. But that's going to be, you know, it may take a little while. Ari, how you doing? Good morning, Country Roads. Magic Jack. Mr. Pyro Ninja, how are y'all? Hello, hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am feeling a lot better today. Much forlorn, very musk. Yes, Forlorn Muskeg is always very fun. It's got a lot of Elon Musk in Forlorn Muskeg, a lot of muskiness. And by the way, thank you everybody who participated in the sponsorship we had last week. It went over really super well. I was so happy with the way it went. So thank you to everybody who played Warpath and participated in that. We'll probably do a sponsorship here within a week or so, but I really appreciate everybody's support there. It helps my streaming, you know, be profitable and able to pay my bills with it. So I appreciate that very, very much. So let's go ahead and get back into our run today. Dire Nels, good morning. Hello, hello. How's it going? All right, yes, we are here in this cave. We're in this cave right up here. So all we have to do is come down to the train car and then make our way over to this cave here. So we can probably, like, come around this way and come over it. We can come over the ice this way. I don't think we'll go back to the bunkhouse, but I think we will do that little path there. What time of day is it? Okay, it's still early morning. Do we have any stinky stuff on us? I don't think we do. I think we're good on the stinkies. Good on the stinkies, so... I do have my carrots and my taters. We found out yesterday, or last time we played, that we can actually use our taters in the recipes. So either they changed that or I was just mistaken, which, honestly, me being mistaken would not surprise me in the least little bit. I have been mistaken more often than not, so... Alright, and then we have our meat pies out here. Oh, these are stalker. We got our stalker pies. Look at all these stalker pies we got out here. That's fabulous news. That's a little baby stalker pie. And we got plenty of fuel here, too, and we got more water. So let's wait till it gets a little bit lighter out. Take a quickie nap, so we're fully loaded up on our sleep. All right, we got full stamina. Take all my stalker pies, take a liter of water. Yeah, it gives a liter and a half. It's always nice leaving stuff behind for yourself. You never are unhappy when you run across the stash. Oop, grab a piece of cedar firewood. And off we go. I want to go left or right? Let's go to the left. Let's swing to the left. Good morning, Cindy. Hello, hello. We'll go to the left, and then we'll get down. Gosh, it's kind of foggy out, too. I hope it doesn't get much foggier. You know, life's been pretty good today. I actually, I got to bed really early last night, because I was just not feeling good yesterday, so I was super rested. I got up at just about 1 a.m. this morning, like, completely rested, and so I went out and drove for about 6 hours today with Lyft, and now I'm back home and streaming. Got Long Dark here this morning for about 3 hours, then we'll be doing some We'll be getting back into our Civilization 6 run that we have going. That it's the challenge run for the month. So we'll be doing that this afternoon. And then I'm super excited that Horizon Forbidden West is coming out later this month on PC. That's coming out, I believe, on the 24th, I'm pretty sure. Or 21st. Horizon Forbidden West, when is that releasing? Gotta keep our eye out here for the bear. Coming approximately March 21st, which actually kind of sucks. Oh, shoot. Well, hello, Mr. Wolfie. Which actually kind of sucks because end of this month is the game convention that I go to every year. And it's from the 21st through the 24th. So 21st through the 24th I will not be streaming. And so Horizon Forbidden West I won't be able to start streaming until the week after. Sylvian says, hey Atheenon, just tried my first time on Interloper. Started on Timberwolf Mountain and found 2 sets of matches so far, so good. Hey, that's a great way to start. That's like the first hurdle you need to overcome when you're playing Interloper, is getting them matches. Because without matches, without some way to make a fire, you are screwed. Now, I definitely, Sylvan, would definitely recommend using those matches, starting a fire, one fire, and then pull like 4 or 5 torches out of that, and then after that, never ever start a fire with just a plain old match ever again. So always make sure you light the torch, then light the fire. That way you protect your matches and you don't run out. Because running out of matches in Long Dark really sucks. Wow, they love... Oh, well, I guess I do have some stank on me. I do got the stank. Yep. Gotta always have your head on a swivel out here in Forlorn Muskeg. Now, Forlorn does have a lot of ice in it that you can fall through, but generally, if you stay on these snowbanks, you're good most of the time. There's a few spots where the snowbanks will be a little bit thin, but not many. So, now in the Mountaineer's Hut with fire started, my torch, and also no hammer or hacksaw. If fishing nut, does that mean it's at the top of the Timberwolf Mountain? It can be, yes. It doesn't guarantee it, but it can be up there. I wouldn't say it's guaranteed though, and without a bedroll, it's going to be pretty tough to get up to the top. You're going to have to make a snow shelter, most likely somewhere along the line. So you may want to head down into Pleasant Valley, loot up the plane crash for the clothing. Maybe check around Pleasant Valley for a bedroll. There could be one right in that Mystic River picnic area. It's right by the entrance, or right by the entrance down into Pleasant Valley from Timberwolf. You can go check in the Mystic River picnic area. That little cave there will sometimes have tools as well as other, as well as a possible bedroll. And then, of course, the plane crash there by the plane crash by the Skeeter's Ridge is always amazing for clothing. So you can get a lot of clothing there and really come away with a bunch of good stuff. Hey, Ramoyne, how you doing? We're just gonna cross the logs. Hey, look, I must have come across here at some other point, too. Because there's a burned out, there's a torch, right? Is that a torch that's actually a torch? Oh, wait a second, that's actually a good torch. Huh. Interesting. I was thinking, well, I've come through here, but obviously I have not if there's a 100% torch sitting there. I just wondered if I should head to Pleasant Valley. Yes, I would say head to Pleasant Valley. If you don't... Usually the only way, Sylvan, I will actually make a run for the summit early is if I already have a hacksaw on me. Then I'll go to the summit. If I don't have the hacksaw on me, I don't usually like to risk it. It's a lot of risk. You could possibly get a hacksaw there, but I'd say go down to Pleasant Valley first, get the clothing, maybe get a bedroll, maybe find some tools, and then you can always head back. You can always head back to Timberwolf. You got your most important thing, and that's your matches. The next thing you need to concentrate on is food, clothing, and tools. Not necessarily in that order. I'd actually say probably tools are the most important, then clothing, then food. Because food you can get a bunch of. Timberwolf Mountain, one thing you'll want to do while you're there in Timberwolf Mountain is go out on the lake and get all the cattails. Get all the cattails that are on the lake, and then there's a little section there that's sort of, if you're standing at the front door of the Mountaineer's Hut and you look to your left, the water kind of goes off into a little ravine, and there'll be a bunch of cattails in there too. I grab all the cattails you can, because that'll be a good food source for you, you know, early in the game. And there's even a couple of rabbits around the Mountaineer's Hut that you could smack with rocks, and you could harvest them for guts and hides, as well as food. Well, hello, Mr. Wolfie. You better run. You heard? Did your brothers tell you what I did to them? Yeah, you better run, buddy. So I definitely go grab all those cattails though first as well, and don't forget to grab your mushrooms, your rose hips, and all that stuff because that will really help you out. Now there is a spot, once we get inside the cave here, I'll show you. There is a possibility, there's a spot very close to where you're at. If you want to risk it, it wouldn't take you too far out of your way, and you could possibly get a hacksaw there. So once we get in here, I'll show you where that spot is on our map. I find there's been a lot of progress in my kitchen refurb. They're coming in the AM tomorrow to start installing the new units, sinks, taps, etc. On Monday, new flooring and cleanup. Nice! Wow, that's awesome, man. I'm glad it's going good for you. So there's a spot, Sylvan, that you can actually get a... I don't think I can get in here far enough to get that coal. Is it gonna let me get the coal? Nope, it's not gonna let me get the coal. So there's this spot in Timberwolf, and it's a newer spot, but there's a spot, if you're in the Mountaineer's Hut, and you come up and you go around, and you kind of like go up here, there's a little area you can walk up, there, and then there's that big flat plain that kind of overlooks the lake, and there's some, on Stalker, there's like some crates, there's like metal crates you can break down, that you can open up there, but on Interloper, there's just some of the green crates that you could break down. Sometimes there's a body right up in here that will have a hacksaw next to him. So if you go out of the Mountaineer's Hut, and you kind of walk up the river, when you can go up to the right, you'll want to head up to the right and kind of around, and there'll be like 3 green crates, and there's sometimes a body there that'll have the hacksaw. Not always, but sometimes the body will be there with the hacksaw. So it is one possibility you could check for a hacksaw there. But without the hacksaw, I would just head back. I would just head into Pleasant Valley. You'll come out here, and then you'll of course have the Prepper's Hatch there. But then you can just kind of go around to the Misty Falls picnic area, go into the cave there and search it. Usually you'll get a tool or a bedroll or something in there. And then you of course want to check out the plane crash, get your clothing there. You can always stop in the Prepper Cache that's right over here. This is the permanent Prepper Cache in Pleasant Valley, and you could possibly get the Prepper Pie recipe out of it. There's probably nothing else in it on Interloper, but you could possibly get that. And of course, then you have from the plane crash, you have the Burned Ridge Cave you can camp in. And the Burned Ridge Cave, as long as you got fuel, the Burned Ridge Cave actually has a pre-made bed in it. So you can actually sleep in the Burned Ridge Cave without a bedroll, but you will have to have a fire there because it gets really cold in the Burned Ridge Cave. But yeah, that's what I do, is just come down, pop into that area, this area, the Burned Ridge Cave, maybe the Prepper Cache, kind of loot those up, see what you get. At that point, honestly, Pleasant Valley has so much good stuff in it. At that point, I'd even drop down. I'd do the Skeeter's Ridge, just carry a torch, go into Skeeter's Ridge, drop down to Draft Dodger's cabin, and then I'd just hit the farmhouse, the barn, Thompson's Crossing. There is another cave over here. So the two places you can get a bedroll that I know of in Pleasant Valley is you can get it up here in the Misty Fall picnic area, but you can also get one in this cave over here. If you come from Thompson's Crossing and kind of head out this direction, there's a cave down here, and you go into the cave. You kind of got to go back into the cave, and there's sometimes a bedroll in this cave over here. And other than that, Thompson's Crossing always has great stuff. The farmhouse has great stuff. The barn has your guaranteed stim. There's a stim inside the barn always, so you'll always get a stim there. Just watch for the bear and stuff, because the bear wanders around between the birch forest and the barn all the time. But that's what I do, is just come down, loot all that up, go farmhouse, barn, Thompson's Crossing, and you're good to go. Not bread rolls, though. No bread rolls. Hi, Mrs. Honeypot. How you doing? Yes, what I thought would be a 10-day job looks like it'll be completed 8. Oh, that's awesome. It's always annoying when your house is all a mess and people are in it and stuff. It's always such a pain in the butt. Hey, look, there's a ruined whetstone here. Isn't that special? Got a burned out campfire. Woke up with a tweaked back. Oh no! I'm sorry about that. That sucks. I slept most of the day yesterday away. I just laid down and had my eyes closed for most of the day, even if I wasn't sleeping. And because of that, I woke up at like 12:30, almost 1 o'clock this morning. So I went out and drove this morning. Got out at about 1:30. I was out till about 7:30. So I did about 6 hours. Wasn't too bad. Got a lot of rides. So, ooh, look at that, 81 months. Oh my God, Hyperman. Thank you for the 81 beautiful months. Almost 7 years. I can't count that high. I can't even count that high. 7 years almost. Wow. Wow. How you doing, Hyperman? I hope you're doing well. Hypermanx
just resubscribed for 81 months.
It's Hypermanx. You're a Hypermanx. I hope you're doing well, man. I hope things are going good for you. Thank you so much for that beautiful, beautiful resub there. From Siblings, how you doing? How we going from strangers? Kissing to kissing strangers? Whoa, wait a second. Wait a second. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm doing good as well. I had a good morning out driving, got lots of rides in, got a little bit of time in, getting my stuff going. Okay, are we really that heavy? Oh yeah, we really are that heavy. We really are that heavy, okay. I was like, are we really that heavy, or are we just that heavy? We're really that heavy. What time of day is it? It's still morning. Now we could, I think what we'll do is we'll drop some loot here. We'll go down to the cave, because we're here in Bleak Inlet. We're gonna be in Bleak Inlet here. We're coming out of this cave here. We want to get the hatch here, so we're gonna go down to this cave and camp, and then we'll get the hatch. Am I feeling hungry? No, actually, I had some breakfast, and I'm doing actually really good. Snackish? Not even snackish. I had a good. I cooked myself up I got back home at like 8, so I cooked myself up a nice breakfast. Had some bacon or not bacon, sausage and eggies. And I was doing good. Am I snacking? Do I want to eat? At this point, I couldn't even eat. I couldn't even eat right now, but, I mean, I always love hearing about food. Hey, Mr. Ghosty, how you doing? You made flapjacks yesterday. Yum. It's morning for me, Mr. Ghosty. Some good old-fashioned flapjacks. You posted the pics on Discord. Okay, I'll have to go look on Discord. I will have to go see these flapjacks. Ooh, I'm gonna sneeze. That I can't control. Hold on one second. Woo! Wait, did I just go in a circle? I just went in a circle. How did I go in a circle? I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I wasn't sure as it's 4 a.m. for you. I went in a bloody circle, boys and girls. That was totally on me. I was salivating over Mrs. Honeypot's flapjacks. That's probably what it was. Which sounds way worse than it is. They're actual flapjacks, boys and girls. Don't get any wrong ideas. Come on now. We're all adults here. Boo! Yeah, the sneeze makes my eyes bug out. It does. Okay, go into Discord. I'm assuming it's in the food. I'm assuming it's in the food. Alright, let's see these chewy... Let's see... Oh, yum. Yum. Oh, that looks delicious. No, I can't have those. Flapjacks with currants and cranberries. Yum. That sounds just wrong on so many levels. I mean, it sounds awesome, but it sounds wrong on so many levels. Oh, I actually have stuff here. Look at that. Funny thing is, we found out you can use the... oh, those aren't at 0 even. Okay, let's drop some sticks here. We don't need all these sticks on us. In fact, I don't need any of them on me. Oh, that made traveling much easier. Much easier. Okay. There we go. All right, let's go. I wonder if I could do... I wonder if this counteracts each other. I wonder if it does. I'm just curious now. So that takes me down in weight. And then that lifts me up in weight. So it the game's like, what are you doing to me right now? The game has no idea how to react right now. It's like going down, up, down, up, down, up. Game's like, I have no idea how to handle this. We're just gonna get our torch out because we are probably gonna have to face some Timberwolves here. You want to see the imaginary move of a teddy bear? You ho 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 ho! Bantha Poodoo with the 8-month resub. Yeah, that imaginary movie looks freaky, man. I wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't. I personally wouldn't watch it.
Just resubscribed for 8 months. Hi all. Hope your day is great.
My day is awesome, man. My day is awesome and amazing. Hope your day is amazing as well. But yes, I don't like suspenseful weird movies like that. I mean, I'm sorry, if my kid came to me and said their teddy bear was talking to them and was coming alive, I'd just be like, yeah, we're out. See you later, bye! Bye! I wouldn't even argue with them, I'd just be like, nope, we're good. Let's find somewhere else to live. Hey, Hey, Yumiko, how you doing? Hello, hello. Well, let's see if we got the Timberwolves over here, boys and girls. These T-Wolves are always a pain in the butt. I don't see them right now. But, you know, you never can tell. They could be around somewhere else. Yeah, I think we're on day, what is it, 426. And this is our mapping slash signal void slash buried echoes slash whatever else we want to do run. This is the run. This is the long one though. This is our long run. We pretty much mapped up every zone except for Zone of Contamination, Black Rock, and the rest of Ash Canyon. We still got Ash Canyon to map up too. We got some of the mapping on Ash Canyon done, but not a lot. So yeah, we've got every zone mapped at this point though. Now the hatch is right over. Hatch is right in here. I think this might be the hatch here. I know the hatch is like right over in this area somewhere. But we got to go stay down at the cave here until the aurora sets in. Usually I don't hang out in Bleak Inlet, but we got to do it just to get signal void taken care of. We already fixed the transmitter, so that's already done. If I'm not mistaken, we actually left ourselves some little treats in the cave here. I'm pretty sure we did. We'll just pretend it was Santa Claus. That is really weird. We did not run into the Timberwolves. I mean, I'm not gonna gripe about it unless they come around at nighttime while we're trying to go to the shelter. Looks like there's a couple things in here. Oh wow, we left ourselves some deer hides. Interesting, and we left ourselves a fishing book. I already read that though. Yeah, we made ourselves a few stalker pies because we figured why not. I don't ever get to make stalker pie. And we had all the stuff we needed for it. So I was like, you know what? Let's make some stalker pies. It's 2,000 calories per pie, so. And we do have ourselves one venison pie still as well. Wow, we actually have 2 cured deer hides here. Who would have thunk it? Alright, now we just have to wait till nighttime. Let's see what we got on us here now. So I grabbed those 2 deer hides. That's cool to have. All our gear's in decent shape. I even got some antibiotic pills on me. So here's our mapping we've done so far. So we got all of Bleak Inlet looking good. We got all of Mountain Town looking decent. And of course Hush River Valley's looking fabulous. Broken Railroad is Broken Railroad. There's so many spots in Broken Railroad that are mountainous, that are hard to map because you can't get up high enough. That's pretty much what a completed Broken Railroad map looks like, unless you really spend a ton of time there climbing up on hills, which I just didn't feel like doing. Far Range Branch Line, beautiful. Transfer Pass, and then this is the crowning achievement, is Forsaken Airfield. We got all of it except for this one tiny little plaque right down here, which we're going to try to do a little bit of that when we go back there to finish Signal Void up. Desolation Point, we got a really nice map of. We got a nice map of Crumbling Highway with both the mine entrances. We got a great map of Coastal Highway. Decent map of the ravine. I still need to get the caves. I need to go back in there and get the 2 caves in the ravine. Well, actually, there's 3 because there's one down here as well. So we need to get 3 caves in the ravine. Got a great map of Mystery Lake. Forlorn Muskeg has a wonderful map as well. We need to map up Winding River. We got a wonderful map of Pleasant Valley. A great one of Timberwolf Mountain. And then Ash Canyon's going to be our next mapping goal after we get done going to the hatch here in Pleasant Valley, which the hatch is like over... Yeah, the hatch is over in this area here. So we can sleep at that cave and then go to the hatch at night when an aurora hits. And then from there we can just go all the way. We can go all the way... Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's Timberwolf. Where's Pleasant Valley? Pleasant Valley, the hatch is up over here. The hatch is over in this way. And we can sleep in that cave and then go to the hatch. And then we can swing around up to the top and go up to Timberwolf from there. So we got a lot of stuff still to do. A lot of stuff still in plans, but it's going good so far. I'm just gonna sleep till the evening, see if an aurora comes. It'd be awesome if we got an aurora tonight. I got this weird feeling there won't be one, but it'd be awesome if we did. A little pity for the airport area. Yeah, we got a little bit left for the airport area, but not too bad. The airport area was tough though. We spent what was it? We spent I think a total of 50. It was either like 54 or 57 days. 58 days in Forsaken Airfield getting that mapped. 58 days. The only other zone we spent that long in is Pleasant Valley. We spent 51 days in Pleasant Valley. But yeah, 58 days in Forsaken Airfield. The main problem with Forsaken Airfield is just the mapping of it is so difficult because there's so many places that you need to map, and you keep getting constant storms that stop you from mapping. I think there was like 2 days straight that we either had blizzards or we had the blizzards or electrostatic fog storms. And it was like, what can we do? What can we do in that time? Yep, 58 days. But hey, you know what? We found out we got a lot of good exploration done in the zone. Yeah, there's no aurora tonight. Sucks. That sucks. Boo. Oh well. Ooh, excuse me. Let's get a little fire started here. I just need to make a little water up. Boop. There we go. Hey, how many bears are there in Coastal Highway? I've harvested 3 thus far, and I'm hoping that's all. 1 shot for a pistol, getting mauled equals a bear skin coat. Nice. So let's see. I gotta count them because there's actually quite a few bear spawns in Coastal Highway. Hold on a second. Let me throw a little fuel on the fire here. Let me get a little water down, and then we'll quickly count the bears. The bears. Okay. So in Pleasant Valley, it's easier if I have the map out, then I can actually look at it and go, okay, I know what I'm talking about now. So in Pleasant Valley, you've got a bear that spawns over here and then wanders to the farmhouse and back. You got a bear that can spawn here and wanders to the Signal Hill and back. Or you're talking Coastal Highway, not Pleasant Valley. Okay, hold on. I had my valleys and stuff messed up there. Coastal Highway. So you got the bear that spawns over here and walks down to the fishing camp and back. You got the bear that spawns over by Misanthrope and wanders back and forth there. Yeah, there's 3, because then you got the bear that's up here and then wanders down to the coastal town side and back. Yep. So there is just 3. There is just 3. So there's one that's over here by the coastal town site, one by Misanthrope, and one over here that goes down back and forth from the Bear Creek campground area, and fishing camp. So, yep, that's the 3 that are there. This one, the one over here actually wanders like fishing camp, then he goes all the way down the road, comes back. There is a moose in this zone. It only spawns at the coastal town site, and there's no moose marks for him. He'll usually spawn out by one of these houses, like you know these 3 houses that are out here. There's the garage. It's usually one of those 3 houses that he spawns nearby. So there's that one guy that spawns out there. And while you're in coastal, make sure to go up to this side of the town area. If you go up the mountain, there's a little plane crash up over there that you can check out, which is kind of cool. Which is kind of neat. Yeah, most of the bears in coastal, you'll hear them way before you see them. The one bear that you'll usually see before you hear is the bear at Misanthrope. You usually see him because he's out there in the distance. Have I found all the new plane crashes now? I found most of them. I don't know if I found them all, but I found like 90% of them. I mean, I know where most of them are. Like the one, like the I don't know if one here in Bleak Inlet, but like in Forlorn Muskeg, there's a new plane crash that's up on the hill right there. And there's one in Pleasant Valley that's down here, or not Pleasant Valley. There's one in Mystery Lake I know of. That's a new one. Where are you, Mystery Lake? Yeah, there's another plane crash that's right below the tower here. But between underneath the forestry lookout. There's a couple new ones. Yeah, the moose at the garage there doesn't spawn very often. He's not a very frequent visitor. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I got a little bit of the yawnies this morning. I've been up for a while. After I get done streaming, I'm definitely going to go take myself a little bit of a nappity-boo. It was actually nice, though, getting up really early and going out and driving. And yeah, the moose at Quonset is almost as rare as the moose in Desolation Point. And the moose in Desolation Point is pretty dang rare.
Feels like a lot of gear.
Because it is a lot of gear. You have over 6.5 liters of water on you, buddy. Alright, well, yay. Alright, we're still good on weight.
Survived another night.
Survived another night. Bully for us. Okay, let's equip that. I'm gonna drop the heavy hammer here. We're gonna take a quick trip down to the drop the pry bar here too. Take a quick trip down to the cannery. Down memory lane, yeah, down memory lane. It'll be, remember why we don't come to this zone very often? Oh, that's the reason why. This zone is freakishly cold. And there's lots of wind in this zone. Let's just say this zone is very inhospitable. very inhospitable to humans living in it for any amount of time. Yes, Bleak Inlet, yes. Oh, there's wolves over here. And yes, those are timber wolves. I don't know if I can make it across this or not. Oh, look at that, we can. Interesting. I've never done this. I've never done that. Like, gone that direction, I don't think. You just watched your unfortunate 473-day run on YouTube yesterday? Oh, yeah. Day 473 was quite the blow. That was so sad. So sad. Take care, sprains and dunks are very... Oh, well, take care, Mrs. Honeypot. Have a great rest of your day. Oh, oh, you're telling me to take care. Oh, I thought you were saying take care as in goodbye. I was like, oh, you're leaving already? That's how I took it anyway. Now, this will probably be some weak ice here. Oh, it's not. Interesting. You do hear dinner plates rattling, though? I wonder if the moose is up over here. I don't have my crampons on right now, no. I usually only put the crampons on when I'm climbing ropes. Or if I got a lot of hills to do. But I'm not wearing them at the moment, no. Good morning, Laka. How are you today? Hello, hello. And how you doing, Bane? We're just taking a quick trip over here today to see if there's anything here that we want to grab. I figure we might as well check. I might as well check. It's been a while since I was here last, so... And we didn't get an aurora last night, so that made me sad. Hey, Mom, how are you? Well, Mom, I went out and I was driving, Mom, this morning. I was driving from 1 a.m. to about 7:30. I drove for about 6 hours this morning, so I was out in it. It wasn't that bad, actually, this morning. This morning wasn't too bad at all, really. But hi, Mom. That is my mom, boys and girls, by the way. That is my actual mom. I'm doing pretty good, Laka. I'm doing pretty good. Had kind of a cruddy day yesterday, but I got a lot of rest and got up this morning and was roaring and ready to go at the wee hours, so I was like, I'm gonna go out and drive. And now we're out in the wilderness doing our stuff here. Going for dinner and Star Wars. Mr. Lemon Tree wants to hear the Wilhelm scream now that he knows about it. Nice. Well, I hope you have a great one, Ms. Honeybot. Take care. Yeah, a little money doesn't hurt in the morning. It was a pretty busy morning too, so wasn't too bad overall. Bye-bye, Mrs. Honeypot. I don't know if the wolves are going to be up here or not. They may be, maybe not. Maybe so, maybe no. I haven't been here in forever, so... Is that the only one that's here? Scared the crud out of me, but... Wow. Looks like he was the only wolf here. I mean, it's been a long time since I've been here, too, which is kind of hilarious. Hey, look, there's some food here, too. Oh, look, there's fish here. There's some ruined bass. And look, we left a bunch of firewood. And a few other things. I left some wires here, too. Left a little cloth and some feathers. A little bit of gunpowder. We left a ton of wood. Let's see about getting a fire going. Mag lens? No. Mag lens? Yes. He's gone to tell the pack I'm back. No! No! Wolf coats, wolf meats. Do I ever run out of matches personally? No, I've never run out of matches in a game. I'm very conservative with my matches, so I tend to be very very conservative with the use of my matches, because I don't want to run out. This will get us some vitamin C, which is good, because we need some vitamin C. Give me my pie. Give me my pie there. What he means is hey, wait a second, Erica. You can't say that. Hey, Redcap, how's it going, man? He died before he ran out of matches. Well, that's one way to guarantee you never run out of matches. I mean, I didn't specify how I managed not running out of matches. So I guess that is open to interpretation. Let's grab a... Alright, let's grab a few of those. Let's see what we got here. That's Reshi tea, rosehip, birch bark, coffee. Those are my big rosehips. Yes, move all those to inventory. And then let's go ahead and... There we go. Get the rosehips all nice and warmed up here. Drink that one down to get a little warm-up bonus. And then what we're going to do, see, is we're going to stock the rest of these in here. That'll give us warm tea on our way back. All right, let's go. We got a couple fish on us, so we're doing good. April, hello, hello. How are you doing? I got cabin fever with a snowstorm with no sleep. Oh, that sucked. Yeah, it always sucks when you get caught with cabin fever and you're like indoors somewhere. And you're like, oh, and then there's a snowstorm. How long does the thermos last? I think it's like 4 or 5 game hours. So it's not a long time. You can always see where it's at. As you'll see, it's hot meter. Like, these don't have a hot meter. The hot meter will basically wear down. But it's about 4 to 5 game hours if you're just walking around with it. So you can get about 4 hot drinks out of it before it'll get cold. So like, I'll drink one now. When my warm-up bonus goes away, I'll go ahead and you know, drink another one. Atheenon, I want a gift to a channel of my choice. I'm choosing you. Aww. Thanks, Locke. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. That is awesome. Coal mines would not allow me to sleep in Desolation Point. Yeah. In Desolation Point, the only outdoor mine area or cave that you can sleep in is the Bear's Cave. So that's the only one that's technically outdoors. Now, you can also sleep in the church. That counts as outdoors, and there's a fire barrel there. But you do have to have wood for it. So if you can do the fire barrel there at the church, you can sleep there, but you also have to have a bedroll. You have to have a bedroll for that and the Bear's Cave. But those are two good outdoor areas that you could go into if you get cabin fever in Desolation Point. And surprisingly, one that you can go into, I don't know if the fire is safe on it or not, but the lighthouse has that upper area that you can sleep in, but it's really cold up there, and I'm not sure if the fire is protected all the way. I don't know if it's protected in the whole thing or not. Happy to head into the weekend. I'm doing great, April. I'm happy to be heading into the weekend as well. Happy to be a weekend warrior. Well, I really appreciate it, Locke. I'm very honored that you'll use your free sub on me. Aw. One thing you can do, Workstation Mark, if you are caught in a situation like that, is if you can find things to break down with your hands, even though you can't pass time or sleep, you can do other activities like breaking furniture down. There's all sorts of things you can do while you have cabin fever that will pass the time. You know, you can cook, you can make a fire and make water. So there are other things you can do to pass time that don't necessarily take cooking, or that don't necessarily like involve moving time forward, except with the mechanics that you can utilize. So yeah, cooking's a good one. Mending clothing, sharpening tools, all that sort of stuff. Woot woot! Hey, Tea Leaf, how you doing? Need weekend woot! Wish they had alerts that flash when you're getting frostbite, hypothermia, cabin fever. Yeah, they pretty much let you know when it starts, and then you just have to look in here to see, you know, to see when it's, you know, if it's still going. They don't really give you a whole lot of heads up beyond that. It's a little disconcerting sometimes. Oh, I wanted to leave. Now see, this is down to there as far as warmth goes, but I can drink this. Put that in there. With wolves and bears, you kind of pay attention to them. Yeah. A Voyager got triple frostbite by switching around clothes. That can get you. Yeah, the frostbite is one of those. Frostbite's one of those that sneaks up on you. It's not as bad now, There was a bug after they brought out a new patch of the game. There was a bug where you could, where it wasn't giving you a real good indication of when frostbite was happening. So there was a lot of people who were getting caught unawares by frostbite. Because your clothing was not thawing out like it should, basically. Your clothing wasn't thawing out around fires. Like, you could sit around a fire for 10 hours, and your clothing got no drier, and it did not thaw out at all. And that was really bad. Hey, Elcor, how you doing? Welcome in on the YouTube side. All right, Ramoyne. Saying, gotta go, see you later, Atheenon. Good luck and good hunting. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. And don't forget, on the YouTube side, make sure to hit that like button, boys and girls. Like the stream either on the way in or on the way out, one or the other. I don't think you can like it twice, but yes, you can. Make sure to hit that like button. And thank you to all the YouTube members. I appreciate your support over on the YouTube side, just like my subs here on Twitch. We got memberships over on YouTube that are available. There is exclusive and early access content for the YouTube members, as well as some emotes for YouTube members as well that you can use during the live streams. Yikes. Okay, oh. There we go. We need an arcade version separate from this game. That way the diehard fans won't get hurt. An arcade version? I don't know about that. What is this about frostbite I hear? Oh, well, there was a while when they did the new update, Elcor. When they did a new update, they had a whole thing with frostbite where people were getting frostbite without really knowing that they were in danger, because your clothing would get wet or frozen when you were out out just wandering around, and then you'd go and sit by a fire for 10 or 12 hours, sleep indoors or whatever, and clothing was not thawing out the way it should. And so I got a frostbite after the new update because I was cold, my clothing was wet. I went and sat by a fire. I went into a cave like this one up here, sat in a fire for 8 hours, and then slept for another 10 hours, got up and started walking around, and all of a sudden I'm getting a frostbite. I was like, what the hell's going on? And I looked at my clothing, and none of it thawed out while I was sitting around the fire, which was like, wow, that's sucky. They've fixed that now, so thank God that's now fixed. Hey, Babon, hello. Personally, I prefer YouTube, since on Twitch it always lags for me, but I do get the Twitch notifications when you're live. Yeah, and when I'm going live on Twitch, I go live on the YouTube side too. So the only day of the week we don't do that is on Thursday. On Thursday is when we do our D&D session. All the overlays and the different things I'm running for that tend to take up a lot of my computer CPU and GPU and everything. So I only stream that on Twitch, and then it's uploaded later for the YouTube side. But that's why I came to the dark side of Twitch. All right, we got a couple fish here, which is great. I'm guessing dropping the clothes in front of the fire helps it thaw and avoid the bug. That was the only way to get around the bug back then, Elcor. It all works now, so there's no... We're not seeing any problems with it now. They've actually fixed it, so that's good news. All right, let's get a little sleep. Janelle on YouTube. Oh, okay. Nope, I did not see that in chat. Janelle, you came over to the dark side. Came to the dark side. Well, welcome into the dark side. We don't let you go. I finally have a healthcare provider after 19 months on a waiting list. Yay! Well, that's good. Sucks it took 19 months. I guess they figure if you die in those 19 months, then they don't have to find you one, huh? Maybe that's their hope. They're like, well, if they're gone in 19 months, we don't have to worry about... Oh, there is an Aurora out. Heck yeah. Let's go, let's go. Moving did that. Well, shame on you. Shame on you for moving, Cindy. Shame on you for moving. How dare you move? You know, it's good. The run's going pretty good. All right, here we go. Second hatch. Hatch number 2. I love the music you get. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's like, ooh, you're in freaky zone now. All right, got beef jerky and an old shirt. And I can't forget the book. Hey, we got another can of corn. It's ruined, but hey, another can of corn. A little bit of water. Bong. The crate there I could break down. Candy bar.
Too heavy to carry.
I bet you say that to all the girls. Because you got all that water, buddy. Don't worry about it. What water are you even complaining about? There's a journal there. Read that in a second.
Wonder who owns this stuff.
Wonder who owns the newspaper. Really? Hey, there's a toolbox there. All right.
Session 5, Project Medical Officer interviewing Patient 7.
Patient 7.
Let's visit the second instance again. First occurrence. What do you remember?
The sun was out, but it was cold at the river's edge. There was a group of us that day. Lots of laughing, yelling. Some were in our heads. No one was getting in the water. I guess I liked being first. I didn't even jump, just slipped in quietly away from everybody. The water was clear, but bitter cold. I thought the bottom was closer. My head went under right away. God, I was a lousy swimmer. No one noticed me struggling in the deep pool.
Carry on from where you were last session. Find the ending sequence. What do you see?
My hand reaching for a flat gray stone at the water's edge. I grabbed it. I pulled my head out of the freezing water. A breath. The sun shining through the trees. Above us was the sun out? I thought the rain. No. I don't know. That wasn't it.
Keep hold of that image. It's okay if it fades a little. Breathe. Try going again. Second instance.
Alright, so there's that. And let's read this journal here.
The mine is a real shithole. If my job is to shepherd the men, then their job is to keep the roof from landing on all of us. But this week we found a decent chamber to start building Rudiger's gadget. Teams 1 and 2 are with the program, but on shaky ground. Team 3 is getting volatile again. And while it's unclear what they have planned, I've called for additional security to fly in immediately. The medical officer has been conducting alignment interviews and has made some troubling observations. I'm still considering the implications, both for the men as well as project viability.
Okay.
My hope is that the crew can keep their shit together long enough to finish Phase 1, and we can get out of this godforsaken place. It's starting to get to me.
Woo, it's starting to get to her. Alright. We've completed the search of this bunker here. Yay us. I didn't grab my fish, did I? Oh, well, I'll eat that. Drink that. Need some of that. Oh wow, I got that to exactly 0.4. That's what I need. I wanna be able to make a Thompson's Thompson family stew. I just need one more carrot and I can make the Thompson family stew. And I have exactly the right amount of broth for it now, which is great. Let's just get some, should we pass time or sleep? Actually, you know what? It's one of those storms out there. You know what? Let's repair our boots and our pants real quick. Since we got the storm going on. And we found the hides that we left here. Might as well do it with the fishing tackle. It takes longer. Gets a little more tired. Let's rip that apart. I found the ruined potatoes are actually usable for cooking. I didn't think they were. Maybe that was a bug I was running into on another file. But yeah, these ruined potatoes actually do work for cooking. Which I will admit I'm a little shocked at. I didn't think that was possible. I have two full thermoses of birch bark tea. I have a thermos with 75 rosehip teas. And I've got a thermos with 42 mushroom teas. You weren't able to cook with them? Well, it's telling me on this recipe, it's telling me on the Thompson family stew that it's going to take them. It's showing it as it's highlighted as being able to take it. So I'm hoping that it's not lying to me. So maybe yeah, I'm guessing they maybe fixed it as probably it might have been one of those shadow fixes. They just fixed it and didn't bother mentioning it to anybody. Because I always thought it was goofy that you could use everything else ruined to cook, but you couldn't use the taters, which basically made cooking in Interloper almost an impossibility. Because who's gonna have the taters in Interloper to, you know, who's ever gonna find them in good shape and have those recipes ready to go? So I'm kind of glad they fixed it. Now that we got this hatch open, this is open to us no matter what. Let's go down here. Let's eat our fish. It also told me the same when I actually gathered everything, it wouldn't let me cook it. Oh, really? Well, I guess we will see. I just need one more carrot, and I believe I have a carrot. I believe I had a carrot in Mystery Lake somewhere. So how long ago, Tea Leaf, did you do the quest and the narration was bugged? Maybe it was just your file too. I don't know. It might have just been your file that was bugged. We've ran into that before where some people have had bugged files. So maybe like 3 months ago. Okay. Yum, yum. I figured since we're here, we might as well get the vitamin C from these. Hey, Mr. Crooks, how you doing? Okay, let's get warmed up real quick. It is a little on the wee cold side out there. It's good to see you too, my friend. I hope you're having a fabulous day. I'm having a much improved day over yesterday. All right, let's grab our pies. Let's eat that little last bitty bite of fish. There we go. Let's drink a little bitty water there. See where our weight is. Weight is good. Let's go. Let's get out of this hellhole known as Bleak Inlet. Not a big fan of this zone. Actually, I'm a big fan of the zone. I'm not a big fan of the Timberwolves. Let's put it that way. Not a big fan of the broken Timberwolves. They tend to annoy me a lot. They vex me, I tell you. They vex me. Oh man. I don't have my glass of water here. I was getting thirsty and wanted a drink. I need to go grab my glass of water real quick, boys and girls. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Usually I always have a nice little bit of water sitting right by me, and I can just reach over here and take a sip when I need, but I didn't have. I forgot to set that up today. Probably because I had a good breakfast right before I streamed, so I was full on food and water. I was like, I don't need it. But yes, I do. Yeah, it pains me walking by these sticks, but I don't have enough room for them, so we just gotta walk by and just ignore them and pretend they aren't there. I'm really shocked we've not run into the Timberwolves. Maybe since I whittled them down to one member, they aren't respawning. I wonder if that's another bug in their programming, is they won't actually start respawning until they're all dead. So if you leave one of them, then there's one that's always afraid of you that just keeps running away all the time. I don't know. I guess that's one way to control them. Kill all of them but one and then just go, yes, there's just one of you. You can't repopulate now. The new meta for Timberwolves, yeah. Well, I mean, I usually try to leave one of them alive anyway because the last one is always afraid of you. There's no harm in leaving one up, because he'll always run away from you until he gets buddies. But it doesn't seem like his buddies are coming back very quickly these days. So it may be a new meta me for Florida. Getting off the ice. Getting off the ice. The ice in this zone is very weird as well. There have been times when I've gone across the river and it's fine, and I turn around and come right back across the exact same area, and the ice starts cracking on me. And it's like, okay, I guess it's good. It's a one-way ice. It's a one-way ice. Or maybe the first time I walked on it, it made me, maybe it made me, you know, I made it weak. I love Timberwolves, especially early game when I have no weapons or light sources. That's always the best time, Elcor. Then you just try to grab a bunch of rocks and see if you can smack them in the face with rocks. I mean, you only have to hit them the wolves maybe 40 times with the rocks before they'll break and run away. And then they'll just regroup and come back after you. You know. So that's always fun. It's good times, good time. That's what I always think. Some charcoal there. Oh yeah, totally. If you end up in that situation, usually just start a new run. That's usually the best way to go. It is. At that point, I usually just don't even mess with them. Yeah, Blackrock is probably the worst zone to spawn in. That's the worst early spawn you can get is Blackrock. Usually if I spawn in Blackrock, I ditch out of there into Timberwolf Mountain as fast as I can. I grab some matches and go to Timberwolf Mountain. Because in Blackrock there's always matches at the Bricklayers Retreat, so you can always get some matches there. Ugh. So yeah, bailing out of there is usually the best plan. Woo! Plum Bob with a 6-4. The big 64-month resub. Thank you so much, Plum Bob. For the big 64 months. Oh my god. Thank you so much, Plum Bob, for that 64-month resub there. I appreciate that very, very much.
Subscribed for 64 months.
And how you doing, Plum Bob? Hope you're having a grand day. Life is treating you well. Things are going well. Hello, Mr. Rabbit. We got the cave rabbit. Cave rabbit. He's the king of the wild frontier. Cavey rabbit. One thing I do mean to do here is leave a hammer here in Forlorn Muskeg. I don't need a hammer on me. We've already got most of the acorns from in the game, so I don't really need the hammer right now. So we're gonna go over here to our beautiful, lovely Forlorn Muskeg Forge. Hey, hello, Mr. Wolf. Hello, buddy. gonna go over to the Forlorn Muskeg Forge here real quick, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted. And we're gonna drop this hammer off. Because it's hammer time! Oh. Can't touch this. I had to buy a new mouse yesterday. My right-click button was broken. I couldn't place my water bottles. That is something that you can't do without. You need that right mouse button to just to place the water bottle. Seriously, you don't really need it for anything else, but just to place that, that's totally worth getting get a new mouse for. What's the current set rules edition of D&D? We are playing 5th edition. We're playing with 5th edition rules, Laka. And I mean, of course it is, you know, there's always all D&D sessions. There is no such thing as I guess you'd say a pure D&D session. There's always house rules, house things that, you know, every DM does stuff a little bit, you know, differently. I've always looked at the rules to D&D as a framework that every DM builds upon. It's a framework that gives you the basic rules for the world, but then every DM will make their own determination of, oh, well, I want to have this happen, so we're going to bend the rules a little bit to do it. I mean, we don't really have much of that going on in our campaign, but, you know, as far as, like, our character creation and stuff, that was all done with 5th edition, so.
Not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
Really? Well, how about we eat this last meat pie here? Just choke that meat pie down. And then we just walk along like you never said anything, my friend. But I'd say probably we use 99% of the rules, and then there's that 1% that we just kind of wing it. Oh, I heard wolves out on the ice. There's a wolf out there. Probably wolves up ahead of me here, too. One interesting thing about late game Long Dark is you do actually run into less animals. There is less animals in the Long Dark in the late game than there are in the early game. So you actually will run into even less wolves and less bears up and about in your long run than you will in the early game, which is kind of it's kind of weird, but it's kind of cool at the same time, because then you don't have to shoot, you don't have to use as many arrows. Because late in the game, all wolves are late in the game is just stuff that you have to kill with an arrow. It's just like okay, you got to get rid of them. Cool, thanks, granddaughter. Just start playing with the group at school on Thursdays. Not sure what they're going by. Most people, Locke, if they're using like online resources and stuff, I can almost guarantee they're probably using 5th edition. Because the 5th edition is kind of the 5th edition is kind of the standard edition that most people use. Now, me personally, I love 2nd edition D&D. I think 2nd edition had so much good stuff in it. And it still had to hit armor class 0, which I kind of miss, but I know it's a lot easier now to figure out how to hit stuff without using Thaco, but, you know, I'm old school. I miss my Thacos. There's a wolf right up there. I miss my Thacos. That wolf doesn't see me yet. He's gonna come right around on this side here. And we're gonna snipe his butt. Give me my arrow back. Give me my arrow back, sucker. So yeah, my guesses are probably using 5th edition. But as I said, you know, to me, D&D has always been less about the rules and more about the role playing. The rules are great to have, and they give you a great framework, but to me the rules are way less important than the actual role playing that people do with it. Making that adventure where you are the hero and you're role playing as the hero and you got to make good decisions and stuff. Sometimes I would let my players get away with stuff that was clearly against the rules, but it's because they were innovative and it was a good idea. I always loved it when my players would come up with ways to solve situations that weren't necessarily by the rules, but it was a very innovative and smart way to do it. So I was like, I'm gonna let it go. You roll. I would basically be like, roll a d20 and you know, let's see if you succeed or not. And I would give it to him most of the time. I'd just be like, yeah, that was a great idea. Because my goal when I was GM, more than just like massacring the players, because yeah, it is fun to kill a player every once in a while, but more than that, my goal as the GM was always to give my players a vibrant world that they could play in, and give them adventures that, you know, that were exciting and fun, and made them have basically almost like it almost was like puzzles, you know, that they would have to solve, and they'd have to think outside the box to solve these puzzles that I would put in front of them. And that to me was the best. That was the most fun of all. I'm gonna leave 4 pieces of coal here. I told her she'll have to watch you guys play. It might help her learn. Hey, you know, it can help. I mean, we aren't great players, but we do have fun. we aren't great D&D players, but we do have fun, and we work together pretty good. It is a lot different, Laka. I will say it's a lot different when you are playing with a group of people that you're sitting around with, because, you know, you can kind of have secret conversations with them. You can kind of be like, hey, let's get, you know, let's think of maybe doing this. You can sort of have a powwow without the GM, or the GM can pull somebody aside and have a little private time with them, you know, if they split away from the party or something. So it is a little different when you play with people online versus in a actual group setting. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it'd be great if she wanted to. If she wants to even just go watch some of our other sessions. They're both up on YouTube at this point, and we'll have a new session this Thursday. 1 p.m. 1 p.m. this coming up Thursday, we'll be delving back into our adventure. So. Womp. Womp. Go in here and rest up. Hubby played early basic. Oh yeah. I still somewhere have my old red box around. I have the old red box edition. Now the early D&D, that was all set in Greyhawk. That wasn't set in Forgotten Realms. That was second edition was more about Forgotten Realms. First edition was all about Greyhawk and that world. Second edition more delved into the world of Waterdeep and Forgotten Realms and Faerun. But first edition's what I played a lot of. I played a lot of first edition. I played a ton of second edition. Hey, Miller, how you doing? It's good. I'm feeling lots better. I got lots of rest yesterday. You know when you have a headache so bad that basically you just lay in bed kind of with your eyes closed most of the day, and you kind of doze off and on. Maybe watch a little TV until your head hurts again, then you doze off and on. That's pretty much what I did yesterday all day long. And because of that, I got up this morning bright and early, and I had a lot of energy, so I went out and drove. Went out and did some driving. He said yes, red box. Yep, the red. Yeah, well, that was before Greyhawk. I mean, first edition was a lot of Greyhawk stuff though. Later, I mean, before they did second edition. But yeah, the old red box. They had the red box, and then they had the blue box. The red box was D&D. The blue box was the advanced D&D. which is fancier than the regular D&D. Alright, is there anything else I want to do before we sleep? Let's break that down. But yeah, I woke up this morning about 12. I woke up at about 12:30, and I was kind of like, okay, I'm not tired anymore. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go out and get some driving done. So I went out and drove till about 7:30 this morning, and
Sapping my energy.
then came back home, and now we're here. You played Blue also? Yep. I don't believe, yeah, I have no whetstones now. So our knife and our hatchet, we're just gonna have to watch those. We have no whetstones to repair them now. We did get a toolbox, which is kind of cool. I'm glad we got the toolbox. We'll drop that off when we get back into Mystery Lake. Mystery Lake's where we're headed now. We're gonna head to Mystery Lake. Actually, with that toolbox and the piece of metal, I can actually repair my hacksaw. So we're gonna head back to Mystery Lake. I want to pop into Winding River real quick, or into the ravine real quick, and map that up a little bit because I'm missing Winding River altogether. And the ravine, I'm missing the caves. I don't know why, but I didn't map either of the caves here, and I didn't map the one at the bottom. So I need to do that. I need to get that done. All right, let's get some sleep. Woo! What a day. Well, at least we got 2 hatches down, 1 to go. Mystery Lake 1 is still to go. No, we are not going outside. You could not pay me enough to go outside right now. Not with nasty McWolfmeisters out there. And we know there's one out there because he barked at us. He went, "Hello, Atheenon, I want to eat you." I'm gonna eat one of these cans of corn because I only need to keep 1 for the Thompson's family stew that I want to make. Because I know there's no way I have more. The potatoes are the potatoes and the carrots are the big, that's the hard part to get in that one. And I know I do not have more carrots and potatoes. I may have another carrot, but I don't think I have a, oh, jeez. Aw, Red 5 just gifted a tier 1 sub to Laka. Oh my goodness.
Red
Thank you so much, Red 5.
Sub to Laka 8,822.
Oh, buddy. How you doing? How you doing, Red 5?
Subs in the channel.
Oh man, I'm doing good. If you guys have not gone over and visit our wonderful friend Red 5, go give him some love. Go give him a follow. Last playing some marbles on stream. He does some long dark. Does all sorts of good stuff.
Yo, we got a rave started.
Yep, got a rave started. Get in on his raves.
First. What's up? Exclamation OMG in the chat if you want to spam some
It's a lot of fun being in his channel. Always have a good time there. So, oh, that's the one you won. Oh, okay. So you won a sub. That's what you were talking. I was like, okay. I was wondering where you won a sub from. Hey, Red 5. I was wondering, are you gonna be have you tried out the? Oh, do I have no? I have no more. Okay, we need to drink. We need to drink a couple of these. Have you tried out Enshrouded or Nightingale? Have you tried out either of those games? Enshrouded I liked, but I like Nightingale way more. And then Horizon Forbidden West is coming out this month. Horizon Forbidden West is coming out on the 21st of this month. I don't know, did you ever play Horizon Zero Dawn, Red 5? Because that's a game I highly recommend. Highly recommend. I've heard decent stuff about Pacific Drive. I don't know if I'm gonna like it because I'm not. I heard it's pretty. It has like suspenseful kind of horror type aspects to it, and I'm not really into that much. But I may like it. I don't know. It's one that's on my list. It's fun and spooky. Yeah, see, I don't really like spooky stuff. I find spooky stuff not to be fun. I'm totally fine not being spookied. I'm totally fine with not being spookied. So, I don't know if I'm gonna go for that one or not, if it's a spooky Yuki. Oh wow. We have 80 teas in this flask. I guess since I have 80 of them, I can just finish drinking that one down.
That didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work. It doesn't matter. But I definitely, when Horizon Forbidden West comes out end of this month, I'm going to be having a Horizon Forbidden West April for sure. Because I've been looking forward to Horizon Forbidden West for quite a while. I loved Horizon Zero Dawn. And if you haven't played that one, Red 5, play Horizon Zero Dawn. It's a great game. Killing robot dinosaurs never, ever got old. Ever. I never got tired of it. Oh, you know what we didn't grab? We didn't grab our pies. I need to grab my pies. You played Horizon, good game, yeah. Well, Forbidden West, I'm hopeful that it's going to be decent. It looks pretty good. I forgot to grab my pies. My fault. Yes, we are playing Interloper solo. Solo queues. I pretty much only play Interloper solo. I don't play the No One Gets Out Alive, but I don't play Stalker, Voyager, or Pilgrim that much either. Pretty much all my time spent on Interlopers. And this run, we are 429 days in now. Woohoo! Let's go. 429 in. We have every zone except for Black Rock, Ash Canyon, and Zone of Contamination mapped. And Winding River, but I don't really count that. But all the other zones, see, there's Ash Canyon. We need to go back there and map some. And we got all the other zones, and that's a great one. Check that out. There's Forsaken Airfield. We took 58 days to map Forsaken Airfield. And then there's Desolation, Crumbling, Coastal, Ravine, Mystery Lake, Forlorn Muskeg, where we're at right now. But I still need to get Winding River, and I do need to finish up in the Ravine. I need to get the caves down at the bottom, and also these two caves. I need to get the caves in the Ravine, because I failed to get those. But we are only... Let's see, we're at 201 of 215 surveyed locations. We have all but 2 of the Polaroids. We got all 9 recipes. We've got 2 more transmitters to fix. And we've got 25 of 28 mementos found. And we've got 30 of 25 notes? We've got 30 of 25 notes. 30 of 25, yes. Really? And then a blizzard hit. And then a blizzard hit. I am an overachiever, Miss Pac-Man. I truly am. Solo Q's, thank you for the sub there, my friend, for 6 months. Oh, wait, hold on. Gotta get that first sub dance in. Thank you for that 6-month resub. Appreciate that very, very much. Hello, Faith. How are you?
Solix just resubscribed for 6 months.
Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Wow. Yeah, this Blizzard's fun.
Solix just subscribed.
Good times, good times. Good times here. Well, thank you. Oh, you saw, yeah, thank you so much for that 6 months at tier 1. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. That is just amazing. Welcome back into the Aft Pack. Woo! Yeah, this blizzard's gonna be a little frosty in our niblets. Luckily, we have a cave right up ahead of us here that we can just go ditch into. So it's not gonna be too bad. I mean, reality is there's no wolves out in this either, so, or there shouldn't be any wolves out in this. Now, there may be a wolf out in it. We just got to be careful. Hey, Justin! How you doing? Doing day 2 of auditions? Well, good luck with the auditions. We missed you too, Justin. Take care. I hope your auditions go well, my friend, and you get some good people. We do need to make a little bit of agua. Let's grab some of these sticks here. You're from Turkey. Well, we have people from all over the world, Solo Q's, so I actually quite a few. I actually know of a few people who watch from Turkey, so you are definitely not alone. Oh, I see another mushroom. See one more mushroom. There we go. Mushroom time, baby. Oh yeah, let's go. Yeah, see Bane's from Serbia. You got people from all over. Hold on a second, hold on. Oh, Hadrian just put a video out. He did some after hours testing. I got a notification. I was like, is Hadrian live? I was thinking to myself, oh, that's awesome if he's live. I was gonna pop in and say hi to him, but he's not. He wasn't live. We're doing it live. Doing it live, I say. All right, let's go ahead and light a fire here. And then we'll step across the line. Hello, there we go. There we are. Oh, that'll warm us up nice. I do have a can I can just leave here. Woo, that storm just is not going anywhere. Oh my goodness. I got the case of the Yannis. It's that great new artist I've heard of, Yanni. Really good. Put you right to sleep, I've heard. Alright, we'll get a little more water there. We'll drink a little water here. And now we'll cook up some of these prepared mushrooms. How many mushrooms do I got? I got 10. Okay, let's go ahead and prepare up a thing of mushrooms here. Hey, Blur, I'm doing a lot better, my man. I got that rest yesterday that I really needed. Basically, you know, when you're sort of in a state where your head hurts so much, you just kind of lay in bed and kind of doze most of the day. That's kind of what I did. And then I finally got to sleep. I got to sleep, like good sleep, about 6 o'clock last night. I finally just passed out, and then I woke up at about 12:30 or so, and I went out and did a little driving for Lyft because I was like, well, I'm up. I'm not tired, so I drove a little bit this morning, and my head wasn't hurting or anything, so that's always good. Do I want to make more? I'm going to leave those last 4. And so this is our day in the blizzard. Do I have any more mushrooms prepared? I got one more. Thought I heard something. Thought I heard something. I was hearing things. Okay. Let's go ahead and put the... I know I have one that's tiny. There we go. Oh, is the storm going away? Oh, that's good. 'Cause now I can put all these in there. Now I have a nice warm actually, no, those kind of... I need to heat all those back up again. There we go. Now they're nice and hot. All right, let's go. The DLC for Long Dark. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I bought Tales when it first came out. Best 20 bucks I've spent in a long time. I mean, I'd been begging them to give me something to give them money for years, and they finally did it, so... I had to get it. And I love it. We still got our pies on us, right? Yes, we do. Okay. You don't want any part of this, Mr. Wolf. I'm just telling you right now. Yeah, exactly. You know what I've done to your friends. You better keep running, brother. Let me tell you, brother. You don't want any part of me. You don't want to see what happens when I wrap my 16-inch pythons around your neck. Oh, you do? Oh, you think so, huh? What you gonna do? Silly Wolfie. Silly puppers. Are we not even getting cold right now? It's positive 1 degree out. It's not even cold out right now. I have warm-up tees on me and it's not even cold out right now. It's just like, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all gonna be okay. It's all gonna be just fine. Every little thing's gonna be alright. I'm gonna go down to the homestead here and grab a piece of meat to eat. And then grab a drink of water there too, I think. I mean, I think, actually though, I have enough water. Yeah, I got 3 liters of water on me. I might actually ditch a liter of water here just to for my weight. That nice moldy meat. There's a little extra flavor. A little extra flavor on it when it's got that mold sitting on it, you know? Alright, I'm gonna drop a few sticks here too. Oh, I only have 1 stick on me. Yeah, I'll drop that here. I'll grab more sticks as I go. Oh wow, it really cleared out here. I like it. Let's go. I'm hoping we can push all the way to Mystery Lake. Maybe get to the camp office. And now I have the hiccups. Of course I do. Game, this weather is much appreciated. For all the blizzards and all the crap I give you about all the blizzards I have, this kind of evening weather is very nice when it's positive 2 degrees. I mean, I am wearing 30 degrees of warmth. So, I do have a lot of warmth on me. But it is nice to see that positive temperatures. late at night on day 430. Yeah. I'm using the right bow, am I not? Okay, I am. Thank goodness. Okay. Just making sure I didn't have the wrong bow equipped. I have two bows on me. I've got my crappy bow that I want to use and get rid of. And then I got my backup bow, which is at over 90%. And I've accidentally used a couple of times. So, hey, Street Mech, thank you for subbing over there on the YouTube side. Don't forget, if you're on YouTube, boys and girls, a sub over there is just like a follow here on Twitch. You can sub for free. It doesn't cost you anything to sub, just like it doesn't cost you anything to follow here on Twitch. So, so always feel free to drop that sub on YouTube or the follow on Twitch. And also feel free to, you know, sub here if you... Oh, Jesus criminy. Also feel free... That must have been Ducky Hug. That was Fulgurio. Also feel free to use a Twitch Prime. If you got that Twitch Prime sub, feel free to drop that on the stream. It helps support my streaming here on the Twitch side. And it'll make you just feel... It'll make your butt cheeks tingle as well if you do it. So, which everybody loves tingly butt cheeks. So, it's got a dual purpose there. Do it selfishly if nothing else. But yes, you can become a sub here on YouTube. You can become a member over, or you can sub on Twitch. You can become a member on YouTube. And I much appreciate all the supporters on both platforms. Again, thank you to everybody who helped with our sponsorship last week. It ended yesterday, but it was very successful, and I was very happy with the way it turned out. We'll probably do one maybe again in another week or so. I don't want to stack them right back to back because that just is annoying. So I'll probably do another one here soon. But I appreciate everybody who participated and helped with it. I hope you had fun with the game, and even if you only played it for the sponsorship and then just went, see you later, that's no problem. It doesn't matter to me. Stop being twitchy on the Twitch side. I got attacked a lot in this region. This region has a lot of danger to it. Especially since you're very constricted. You're kind of it looks wide open, but you're kind of constricted on where you can go. Due to the ice and stuff. Like I couldn't go straight that direction if I wanted to. Because there's a lot of ice between me and there, so I have to kind of go around it, even though I want to go there. I either have to go around this way or around that way. The wolves did you in while looking for coal. Usually before I come to this zone workstation, I'll usually have like at least 4 to 8 coal on me from another zone. And then any coal I find here is great. You have to, for the forge here, you have to have at least 4 pieces of coal to get the forge to 150 centigrade. But you only have to have 4, so you do have to build the fire up a bunch before that with regular wood. But if you can get your fire to 70 degrees plus with just regular wood, you're in good shape. Because after that, all you have to do is add 4 pieces of coal, and it'll get to 150 no matter what. So as long as you get it to 70 degrees or 71 centigrade, every piece of coal you add will add 20. You know the extra coal near Spence Farm? Yes. But yeah, so theoretically you only need a bunch of firewood and a few pieces of coal in your set. That guy was coming in a weird angle. Jerk. Use 8 coal. Yeah, well, and you can do that. You can speed it along. Usually by the time I get to the forge here, I'm usually pretty tired. So I'll break down a couple boxes, build up a big fire for like 10 hours with just regular wood that I brought along, and then I'll sleep for like 7 or 8 hours, let the fire burn down, and then I just plop 4 pieces of coal on it and I'm good to go. Not only do I have my rest back, but I have the fire up to where I want it. I've used a minimal amount of coal, so I can either use more coal later on, or I can keep that coal and just move along to another spot. Because I always when I travel, I like to have 2 or 3 pieces of coal. Because it's the ultimate get warm quick fuel. Because really all you need to do is start a fire with a stick, add a piece of coal to it, and you have a 20-degree fire immediately. Which in most circumstances with your clothing and stuff, that'll be warm enough for you to like stop being hypothermic. And it's funny because it used to be, it hasn't been this way for years, but it used to be that you could not add coal to the fire for I think like the first 20 minutes of the fire. Fire had to last for a certain amount of time before you could add a piece of coal to it. And they took that restriction away a while ago. I swear to God, the people downstairs are doing something. I keep feeling the building shake a little bit. I always love it when you have neighbors doing crap beneath you. In Canada, if you're paid minimum wage, you'd have $100,000 for 7,000 hours of play. Yeah, you know, it'd be nice. I'm not quite at the 7,000 hour mark yet, though. We're closing in on it. Right now, I'm at 6,684. So we're getting close. But not there quite yet. I'm on till 3 o'clock today, yes. We'll be doing about another hour Long Dark. And then we're going to do about 3 hours of Civilization 6. The Head of Cirrus event, which is ending on, I believe, the 14th? I think that's when that's ending. And since we got warm weather, I'm actually going to lay down here for an hour. And just get an hour's worth of sleep here. Let's see here. Yeah, March 12th is when it ends, so I'm gonna have to finish it up here pretty soon. Hey, Matt, how you doing? I just linked my Prime to Twitch and used the sub for yourself. Aw, thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, my friend. That's awesome. Yeah, and it's totally, and that's the thing, Matt. It's totally free. If you have Amazon Prime and you're in a country that allows you to do it, all you have to do is use that link that I'm throwing up in Twitch, link your Amazon account to the Twitch account, and then it just gives you that free sub every month. You don't have to do anything else. You're already paying for it. Beginners get caught in a blizzard with no wood and pay for it. That's why I generally pick up sticks all the time, Workstation Mark. I always, that's why you always see me so religiously pick sticks up until I'm completely overloaded. And then I'll drop a few sticks. But I always pick up the sticks. Then I like to carry cedar and coal. Cedar and coal are my 2 go-tos. If I have a choice of any wood to carry, I always carry at least a piece of cedar and I carry some wood. Or carry some coal. That bear smelt it, man. There's a bear right over there. The bear smelt me. The bear smelt it even though I dealt it. He still smelt it. Having to chop wood in a blizzard. Yeah, usually scrub brush is the best way to get wood in a blizzard. You get some sticks from it, and it doesn't take you very long. Megan, thank you for the Prime sub. Was that you? Was that yours over there, Megan? Thank you so much for that Prime sub. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Yeah, feel free to drop that Prime sub, boys and girls. It doesn't cost you a dime. It supports the channel. I get some of Bezos's money. You know, it's a win-win. I get some of that sweet, sweet Bezos money. And Jeff doesn't need any more Bezos money. He's good. He's good. Jeff has got enough. Jeff Bezos has got enough of his own money. He can spread it around a little bit, you know? Yeah, usually workstation, if I get caught in a blizzard, I don't even usually try to, like, build a fire. I usually will bail on that whole process. I will usually bail on that whole process and just be like, I'm gonna head for shelter. I don't want to even mess with it. Hello, Mr. Wolfie. I don't really want to deal with you, my friend. No. It does seem like there's more scrub brush now, doesn't it? I mean, I remember when scrub brush was first around, and I was like, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. But it is nice to be able to break it down for sticks if you really need them. Yeah, we're walking anyway. Nice thing is with the train tracks, you can pretty much just walk backwards on them. It's not like you'll lose your direction. And as long as you're facing the wolf, he won't really advance on you that much. I could walk from zone line to zone line like this with a wolf following me, and he'd never attack me. We're pretty close. Wolf's gonna be so disappointed when we go into the next zone. He's gonna be like, where'd my lunch go? Like, bro, you were my lunch. Why'd you leave? And end up buying Civilization the other day after watching you play. Thanks for the heads up on the sale. Oh yeah, that is the best deal, Megan, I have seen on Civ 6 in a long time. In a long, long time. Even if you just wanted to buy the base game, it was like $6. It's like, okay, for $6, why not? Okay, I think what we're gonna do... Let's see how many coffee... Do I have any coffees left? I've got 3 cups of coffee. Let's drink one. I hate wasting my coffees, but... Let's drink a cup of coffee. Gives me a little bit of stamina. And one thing I would definitely recommend, Megan, there are a lot of great mods for Civ 6 that you can go on the Steam workshop page and download. I'd never really done that a lot before. Hadrian encouraged me to try it and do it. And there's a lot of great mods for Civ 6 out there. All the mods that I use in my games, I list all of those with the links to them on all my YouTube videos for Civ 6. So if you want to see if you want to see some of the mods you can utilize, those are the ones I recommend that I've used, and they actually work really well. And they're just quality of life mods more than anything. They aren't anything that like gives me an advantage in the game, but they're quality of life type mods. So, oh, you don't get the monthly challenges because you're on Mac. Oh, that sucks. Okay, well, yeah, I'm not sure on Mac, so in the arcade version, I would have a man eating polar bear. That's horrifying. That's horrifying to think of. I don't want to think of a man-eating polar bear in this game. I mean, we already sort of have a man-eating bear. We don't need a man-eating polar bear as well. Jeez, what kind of gluttons for punishment do you think we are? Would that just be kind of a game over, man? Game over? Eating polar bear? Oh, there's a wolf up there, too. See that wolf way up there? Kind of kind of doing his thing. Oh, he saw me and got scared. He was like, no! It's a wild rabbit Atheenon. I have to ease into it anyway. It's literally the first video game I've played in probably 15 years. Well, have fun with it. Start out, I recommend, Megan, start out at a low difficulty level. Kind of do a mid-size map, low difficulty level. Kind of get your feet under you. Go look at all the different rulers that you can pick from, and pick one that sounds great to you. You know, one that you're like, I really like the way that ruler looks, or I like their backstory, because there's tons of rulers you can use in that game. So just pick one that you like. There's no real, you know, disadvantage or advantage to one over the other. But yeah, just start on like a mid-sized map, maybe like 6 to 8 AI players other than yourself, and just go from there and have fun with it. There's a lot to learn. Oh, he's going after the deer. I bet he gets that deer too. We have no time to mess with it though. Usually I'd go track him down and take the deer from him, but I ain't got time. We're tired and we're drained and we're sleepy and we're hungry and we're thirsty and but yeah, there's a lot to learn in the game, Megan, but just have fun with it. Just have fun with it and enjoy your time in it, because it's a very good game. You can also go back and watch some of Hadrian's series. You can watch, of course, my series, and maybe pick up a few tips and tricks on different ways to play, because everybody plays it a little bit different. So you would have a human popsicle effect too. In the current version, I'm a man-eating black bear. Not much difference. Hey, look. We have fish here. Yummy. I mean, it's a little moldy, but, you know, it's not bad for you. Yum, yum. Look at us leaving ourselves some vitamin C here. We're so nice to ourselves. Let's eat down a little bit of that. Drop all my pies out here. Can't believe it's been warm all day, too. And let's go into the old camper office here. Camp office is such a nice place. One of my favorite places to like have a little mini base. Oh yeah. Let's throw that in there. Wow, I have no room in here. Let's grab the metal out and let's throw those in there. I have 18 birch in here. I have so much birch in this game. It's like everywhere I go, I have like 12 birch here, 15 birch there. Believe me, you do not run out of birch in this game very easily. Okay, I'm just gonna stockpile this stuff here for the moment. I'm gonna make those arrows up in the morning. I know I have more stuff upstairs too. We got killed here by a wolf, poured antiseptic instead of a bandage on blood and would have died. Oh no! We've got wood here. We've got another ruined bedroll here. We've got quality tools here. I'm taking that downstairs with me. I'm gonna leave this simple tools. see what else we got here. All right, we got some flour. Oh, I got a kilo and a half of flour here. Okay. And a thing of salt. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this other big salt here. We're gonna leave both big salts here. Got a can of tomato soup. Got some lantern fuel, some painkillers, and we did find out there is a way around the ruined painkiller thing. If you equip it, because you can't use them in here. But if you put it on your radial menu, and you go to the radial, it allows you to use them. And then what do we have in here? That's why I put the scrap metal downstairs. I have 10 maples here. There's another one. I have 11 maples right here. And I've got some deer skins. I got some guts. And I've got quite a few. I got some leather and some. Oh, there's one of the rose hips that I was missing. Let's see. I got 9 cloth on me. Let's grab about 2 more. Let's grab 4 more. There we go. We'll have 15 cloth. So I'm gonna leave a leather here. Got 67 cattails here. Let's grab about 12 more. That way we have 30 cattails on us. All right, let's drink our water and get some sleep. Woo! The game is slow until you bit by a wolf, and then it speeds up dramatically. Oh yeah, I've always described people the gameplay in Long Dark as long periods of nothing happening, interspersed with brief moments of incredible terror, panic, and stress. You could have whole 2 or 3 day sessions go by where like literally nothing happens in the game. Like you're just wandering around collecting stuff, crafting stuff. It's like no, no big deal. And then you have those moments where it's just everything hits the fan and you're just like, "Oh my god, I'm going to die." And it just everything just crashes down on you. And I think that's what makes Long Dark so great, is because you never know when those moments are going to come either. Those moments just come like whenever they feel like coming. I'm just going to sleep down here because I want to get up and craft my arrows in the morning. Marley says I have more issues with being one-shot by a wolf or moose stomp. Yeah, you got to be careful with those wolves, because those wolves, especially on Interloper, the wolves can really take you out super quick. I've had wolves take me from 105 down to like almost nothing in one shot. And that is truly terrifying when they do that. All right, we're going to use a simple arrow. It takes an hour and a half with your hands. With a quality tool, it takes half that time. Oh, I need to make some arrow shafts, though, first. Let's get these arrow shafts made up. And let's make up a few more. I also need to make some fishing gear. So we're going to do that as well while we're here. Because I think I have like one... Yeah, I have one fishing gear at 19%. Yeah, I have one fishing gear at 19%, so we're gonna make that up while we're here too. Let's make 2 things of hooks. There we go. And then let's make our 3 arrows. All right, there we are. By the way, you can also make your own crampons if you want to. If you're at a workbench, you can make your own crampons now. It was showing it here at the bench. There, you can make the improvised crampons. All you need is a couple leathers and 4 pieces of scrap metal. And you can make them, which is really super nice. Can I make more arrow shafts? Okay, let's make a couple more arrow shafts there. The thing is, Marley, you got to stop tying the pork chop around your neck. Then the wolves won't eat you. That's the pro tip right there for you. If you don't have that pork chop tied around your neck, the wolves don't get you. Okay, so we got all that. We got that. I'm going to leave the rest of this here. I have another jerry can here, too, that has almost 4 liters of water in it. So I need 3 of those. Actually, I need 4. And got the mustard. Look at that. I have 36, 48, 60 matches sitting right here. How many matches I got on me? Oh, I have more matches on me. Do any of these match with anything? Do they match? Ew. Okay, those match. So I'm going to put the 49 there. And I'm going to leave this full box of 24 there. So now I have all these matches here, and I'm just going to carry those with me. I kind of leave matches just scattered around the world. By the way, if you do find ruined bedrolls, leave the ruined bedrolls. Do not tear them up, because you can always use a ruined bedroll. The game allows you to craft the improvised bedroll out of a ruined bedroll. You just need the ptarmigan down cloth and any bedroll. So ruined bedrolls count. So do not wreck those ruined bedrolls. Just leave them around, because you can always turn it into an improvised bedroll down the road if you want to. I'm not stinky. I'm just a tasty human popsicle. There's a difference. The moose blindsided me and broke my ribs. Yeah, they kind of do that sometimes. Moose are rude that way. Moose are very rude that way. Let's go ahead and get some food. Before we move on here, we're going to go ahead and get some food. There we go. How much better is the pigeon bedroll? It falls between the bearskin and in warmth it falls between the regular and the bearskin. Regular bedroll's 5 degrees of warmth. The improvised bedroll's 8, and the bearskin bedroll is 12. Now here's where the big difference comes in, though. The bearskin bedroll weighs 3 kilos. The regular bedroll only weighs 1 kilo. The improvised bedroll weighs 1.1 kilos. So it's 1/10 of a kilo more for 3 extra degrees of warmth bonus. So I don't even make the bearskin bedroll anymore, to be honest. I just don't. I don't find any benefit to using the bearskin bedroll these days. Because the improvised one is just so much better as far as like the warmth you get from it, and the ease of repairing it, because there are a ton of ptarmigans in the world, and it just takes five ptarmigan down, and it takes 5 ptarmigan down and a couple pieces of cloth for it. Zoopy says they need to nerf cave warmth to reduce it in the more desolate zones. Cave warmth is pretty. I will respectfully disagree. I think cave warmth is perfectly fine where it is. It's very hard. I mean, you have to work really hard in Interloper, especially, to get enough clothing to be comfortable and safe a whole night through in a cave. Until I get to be about 23, 24 degrees of warmth, I don't even feel comfortable in a cave with a bedroll. Because you can actually freeze to death at night. It can get down really cold in the caves, even with a bedroll. Now, once I get to 23, 24, 25 and above, I'm pretty okay with the caves, although we've already experienced on this run, there was a cave in Bleak Inlet where we had our bedroll and 30 degrees warmth, so we had 38 degrees warmth, and we were still cold in the cave. There was one also in Forsaken Airfield where we had the same situation, where we had a massive blizzard outside. It was early morning. Even with the bedroll, I was like at -2 or 3 inside the cave. So the caves do get really cold in certain instances, and I honestly don't think they really need to be worked on a lot. Maybe you know, somewhere down the road somebody will, you know, put a mod out that'll make it so all the caves are cold or something like that. Who knows? They could do that. Did I have some water up here? But the thing is, though, you got to remember that the warmth I have is not the warmth that most people have inside the caves. Most people inside the caves are going to be very cold, and even in the early part of the game, you're always really cold inside the caves. The warmth inside the cave is not there very much until you start getting good clothing. Because I think on average, I think the actual warmth in the back of the cave is like -9 or -10, something like that. We'll go check it out up here. I love traveling in the evening. It's so nice to travel in the evening. Right now we're at +4 degrees. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's no bears around here. But you know, Zoopy, they could change it. I mean, when Ash Canyon first came out, when Ash Canyon was first released, none of the caves in Ash Canyon had an interior area. All the caves in Ash Canyon were bitterly cold. So they could go back to something like that at some point, if they wanted to, and just make it so, hey, if you're in a cave outdoors, you have to have a fire going. It does smart. I don't like it either, but I'm gonna hang off doing anything with it. Really? Really? Now we got 2 sprained ankles. Well, I can't get any more sprained ankles, but I'll get a sprained wrist. How does that sound? The game's like, you're having too easy of a time, Atheenon. You need a couple sprains here and there.
Damn, that's smart.
It does smart. Hey, Mr. Rabbit, how you doing? I'd predict the sprains will turn into breaks. No. I'm going to be bandaging myself up here very quickly. By the way, on Interloper, that you can get the key to this box, but it doesn't have anything in it. It's honestly kind of annoying. Wintermute, hello, how you doing? It used to have 3 flare shells in it, but not any longer. Boo. Oh yeah, we gotta use it from here. So you can take the 0% painkillers if you have them on the radial menu. Oh, did that use them all? Oh, that used them all. Really? Did that one only have 1 dose in it? I mean, it doesn't really matter, because we have birch bark, rosehip. I have a full flask full of rosehip teas. There we go. Okay, so all the pain's gone. I'm actually going to slip on my crampons so maybe we can avoid more sprainy sprains going down the other side here. I'd like to make it to the Carter Hydro Dam tonight if we can. Hello, bunny. We're just gonna follow this ridge down. We're right up here. We're just gonna follow this ridge line down. It'll drop us down over here past the derailment. We could also have dropped down into the river there, but this is a path that has a few less wolves on it. In fact, since we aren't carrying any meat, yeah, we have no meat on us. It'll just automatically have no wolves on it, most likely, because we got no stinky booze. No stinky booze on us. Why did my bow go away there? Somebody's just being a silly. Woohoo! I got 3 5-star ratings on Lyft from this morning. Yay, I'm 5 stars, boys and girls. Makes me feel good about myself. I feel okay about myself anyway, so. 5 stars or not. I got them there, they aren't dead, so. I got everybody there, we didn't get any crashes, so that's good. Hey, John Me, how you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day, too. Really? Another ankle sprain, even though I have my crampons on, really? Really? You're gonna do that to me right now? I say no. I honestly don't think I have much in the Carter Hydro Dam. I used to make the Carter Hydro Dam like my like my big storage area, but ever since they made the insides of the Carter Hydro Dam so much darker, I don't really do it, because you almost always have to have a light source in there to find stuff. And it used to be the interior of the front entrance there was a lot lighter than it is now. And pretty much any time of day you go into the Carter Hydro Dam, it's like pitch black inside. Which, I mean, it's fine, you know, they can do whatever they want. It just makes it less appealing to hang around inside of it when I'm, you know, when I'm putting stuff in. This game is a pain with a sprain. Yeah, it is. It is a pain with a sprain. Gotta be careful here. There's a wolf. There's a wolf that hunts around here. And the wolf that's around here is a health wolf all the time. He's a wolf that will knock your health down really fast. Most wolves, it's kind of random what kind of wolf they're gonna be. If they're gonna go after your health or your clothing or a mixture of both. It's always kind of a random roll. It's like the game rolls a dice when you get hit by a wolf. This wolf around here is 90% of the time a health wolf. Yeah, I hate what they did with the dam. I really do. I mean, I don't mind it being a little more crowded than it used to be, but I hate that they made it so much more. The lighting is what I mainly hate about it. It's like, you must have a light source to come in here. I was like, okay, okay, that's fine. Like I said, it just turns me off from making it my main base. I still store some items here, but I've moved my main base mainly to the camp office. That to me anyway is a better main base now than the Carter Hydro Dam. I still, like I said, I still store some things here, but not as much. It's just not as attractive as it used to be. Yeah, I still got some meat here. Got some meats. 2 times today, lost internet, now got it back for a 2nd time today. We got some fuel here. We got a few tools here. Oh, I have my backup hatchet and knife here. That's nice to know. What do we have in here? Sewing primer I've already read. I probably already read both of those books. Got some cooking oil. Oh, I haven't read that book. Interesting. I will read that book. Oh, I have a couple I have a couple of those in here. I'm actually gonna put those in there. Put those in there. Oh, I actually have some cloth, mushrooms, rose hips. Take the rose hips. The mushrooms I'm gonna just leave here. That's fine. I'm gonna leave one of these sewing kits here because I just got a whole bunch. I'm gonna leave that fishing line here as well. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna take the fishing line with me. We might find a hook that it corresponds with that we can do something with. I'm just gonna keep that cooking oil on me. Yeah, I think we're good. So this book I've not read yet, huh? Oh, I've not read that one yet. Interesting. Okay. So I have I have a backup hacksaw and a backup pry bar here. We got some room. Oh, I'm gonna grab these painkillers because why not? Add those to my Oh, those aren't even ruined. Interesting. Those ones are not even ruined yet. I do have another jerry can here too. I got a little bit of wood here. That's a piece of fur. Do I have anything out here? I guess I do. Like 500 rabbit hides. I do have a bear hide. I don't need it though right now. I have 2 toolkits here. And I've got 4 arrowheads, 33 feathers, 7 saplings. Good lord. Okay. I'm just going to leave those here. I'm going to put my feathers in here for right now as well. Oh, I don't have any extra feathers on me. Well, I'm glad I got feathers here, I guess. I'll fix my gloves up with that. Okie dokie then.
Close my eyes.
So you've lost, bad boy, you keep just losing your internet and getting it back, huh? That sucks. Sorry you're having such bad problems with the internet today. I've had days like that before myself, where it just keeps going in and out, in and out. This is like, really? Damn you, internet. Now, if you don't want to go out the front gate of this place, you can do a little jimmy jive over the cliff here, and it helps you avoid the wolves if you're a little nervous about the wolves out there. If you come up here, you can get up on this cliff. And then it drops you right over by the entrance to, drops you right by the entrance over here to the ravine. So it gives you kind of an easy way to avoid the wolves that are usually down in that area. You could just crouch walk down this, and you won't fall or anything. And then the zone line's right here, so you pretty much just avoided the wolves. Now, to get back to the Carter Hydro Dam, of course you have to walk through all of that to get back there. But at least you can get out into the ravine without having to deal with it. And the ravine is a wonderful place. One of my favorite little zones in the game. You've got lots of deer here, you got lots of birch bark here. There's no predators in this zone at all. There's not a moose, not a bear, not a wolf, nothing. You got rabbits and deer aplenty that you can cook up and enjoy. So you can get a little respite from the, the struggles of life. There's cedar and fir in the zone, and like I said, there's tons of birch bark in the zone. And birch bark actually refreshes very quickly. So you can come back here every, 4 or 5 days and get a whole bunch more birch bark. And there's 2 outdoor caves in this zone as well that you can ditch in. I know, buddy. Bad boy, sounds like you need to get on the horn of the internet company and be like, what the heck's going on? Of course, their first word of advice is, have you tried turning it off and turning it back on? That'll be what they suggest to you at first. And if you tell them you have done that, they'll be like, well, let me send out a signal to your modem. This will take 15 to 16 minutes or whatever to do. And you'll be like, oh, really? At least that's how Crummy Cast usually does it. I figure I'll go to the far cave first. I need to map both these caves in here and the one down in the bottom. But they should ask you if your router's working properly first. They probably will. Well, they'll probably tell you to reset your router. They'll be like, well, have you tried resetting the router? Because it doesn't sound like it's working properly. Oh, you have Chromecast too? Yeah, I've got Chromecast as well. Concast. They're the con artist cast. They always try to talk me into getting Comcast TV, and I'm like, why do I want to spend money on you? I have Roku TV already. I already have Amazon Prime. I already have Netflix. I already have YouTube. What do I need you for? There's nothing that you have on Comcast that I care about at all. Now, if they let me just choose a specific channel, maybe I'd go for that and be like, okay, add that channel on for, you know, $5 a month or whatever. But, you know, you have to get the bundle package where I get ESPN and all this other stuff that I don't want, don't care about. That I will never, ever, ever in a million years watch. The Home Shopping Network, which I will never, ever in a million years watch. Miss Candela, hello, hello. How are you doing? Yeah, if they had a total a la carte where I could just choose the channels I wanted and just pay a couple bucks per channel, I'd be down for it. I'd be like, I'll choose, you know, these 4 channels and go with it. But they won't ever do that because then they can't get all the advertising money. I am doing a lot better as well. Didn't have such a good day yesterday. Got a lot of good rest though. A lot of good shut eye. The thought of you watching football makes me laugh out loud. I've watched some football games here once in a while. I didn't sleep real well the night before, Miss Candela, because I had kind of a headache, and it turned into a bit of a migraine yesterday. So I just kind of like chilled for the day and laid in bed, had my eyes closed, you know, heating pads and all that sort of stuff, just kind of getting over it. And then I finally got some sleep last night, so I got up this morning, did a little driving, got home and started streaming.
It's getting dark out here.
I mean, I've watched some football with my brother before, so I just, you know, I don't like, there's never a moment, Redcap, where I'm like, ooh, this game's coming on, I gotta make sure I watch that. I don't hate football or anything, it's just not, like, a priority of mine at all. Yeah, luckily I don't have a flu. I just, it was really, my headaches are usually photosensitivity, and I was out a bunch on Wednesday, I was out a bunch on Wednesday, and it was really bright out, and it's usually like really bright sunlight is what bothers me the most, and I didn't have my sunglasses with me, and so I was kind of like, okay, I'll suffer through it, and I didn't think it'd be that bad, and then it really got bad as the night progressed. And so it's more just my photosensitivity that like sets it off. Can't find a hammer in Desolation Point. Well, usually Desolation Point does not have a hammer in it. Usually DP is not a place you'll find a hammer on Interloper anyway. But yeah, I'm doing a lot better today, so. See if we can get this mapped. I can't believe I didn't map the 2 caves in this zone. I didn't map that cave, and I didn't map the cave over here, or the cave down at the bottom. I didn't map any of those when I was in here earlier, so I was like, well, guess we know what we're doing today. We're mapping some caves. We're mapping and yapping with Old Man River. But yeah, usually, most of the time, Workstation Mark, the zones that have the forge in it will not have a hammer in it as well. You'll sometimes find a hammer in Broken Railroad, and you'll sometimes find a hammer in Forsaken Airfield. But not very often. Not very often. Coastal Highway, there's several places where you can find it. Of course, there's a chance you can find it at the garage. There's also a chance you can find the heavy hammer. There's a car that's right over here. Between the fishing camp and the log sort, there's a car that you can sometimes find it in. You can also sometimes find it out in one of these fishing huts. This is the most common one here, but I've also heard that you can get it in the other fishing huts now. So I check all the fishing huts. I check the car over here. I check the garage. I'd also check the abandoned lookout for it as well. Those are some of the key spots you can find it in. I think they've expanded the number of spots you can find it in now, but those are sort of the hot spots I would check first. And you're not always guaranteed to find it there. Sometimes you'll have to dip all the way into Mystery Lake before you'll find it. Mystery Lake generally always has a heavy hammer somewhere in the zone. Either it's in the Carter Hydro Dam or it's out in the zone somewhere. Because I'm sort of old school. I count the Carter Hydro Dam as part of Mystery Lake myself. But, you know, I know some people don't, but I sort of count it as Mystery Lake. But yeah, sometimes you will have to ditch all the way out to get your heavy hammer. Dang you, Wascally Wabbit. I need some food, my friend. I'm sorry, but I'm very hungry. I've got no water on me either, so we will need to to cook and get some food and water from him. So but we can do that over here. We're gonna post up in the cave over here, get it mapped, and then we'll drop a bunch of weight and drop down to the bottom. We're very, very hungry. Exactly, Player Slayer. How you doing, buddy? Pretty sure I already touched that, Karen. His soul is at peace now. Sometimes there'll be a box up at the end of that little area there. But I don't have one, so. Alright. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting wabbits. Actually, I might just hunt the deer over here. There was a deer over here earlier. I don't know. Let's go into the cave over here though and see if we have some food in it. I may have left some deer meat in the cave over here too. If we didn't, we may just hunt a deer just to get him. To get him and his little doggy too. Oh, you little bastard. How dare you dodge my arrows? How dare you? I have another eight birch bark tea I can make as well. I don't even think we need them. We got 16 birch bark teas on us right now. I've got 2 thermoses full of birch bark tea at the moment. So, yeah, I don't even think we need it, but it's nice to have it as backup. You can actually sustain yourself pretty well on birch bark tea if you wanted to. Well, we're already heavy. We might as well pick up another stick. Not like it's gonna put us overweight. I think we have pretty decent fuel on us. Yeah, 32. We got 2 coal. Oh, I can drop the tinder plug. Yeah, there's a deer right over there. I saw him right between the trees over there. I hear crows, but I don't see crows. They're invisible crows, I guess. Oh, there they are. Oh, I still have a deer corpse here that I never harvested. Interesting. That's not like me. Probably just didn't have the time or didn't care about it at that point. Thought, oh, well, let's leave it out as a feather collector. Any of these corpses that you leave alone, you can just collect feathers from forever. So a lot of times, if you don't need it, it's better just to leave it, because you can just go back and get feathers and more feathers and more feathers and more feathers. Ruined venison cooked. Okay, nice.
I would drink almost anything.
You would drink almost anything. But what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna go and see if we can get a Maglens fire started here. Get a Maglens started. Yes. Hey, Valor, how you doing? How's it going, Valor? Y'all ready for Thursday? Are we all ready for this? Da-na-na-na-na-na.
That did it.
All right. Go ahead and get this water down first. Hey, Durzum, how you doing? Durdus, how you doing today? I hope you're having a good one, my friend. Can I give one little hint about the next battle? Sure. Shoitly. Alright, we're gonna get that down. I'm gonna eat while we're still thirsty. There we go. And then we'll get this water out and drink it. You always want to eat salty meat before you drink water. I'm doing good today. Yesterday, not so much. Today, I'm doing okily dokily. And we now have two of the Signal Void. We only have to get the Signal in Pleasant Valley, and then we can head back to Forsaken Airfield. You remember all the spawn ghouls and the fact that Ooze is undead? Yep. I do remember all that. Alright, that's good enough there. There we go. Okay. I could make rabbit stew. Actually, could I make rabbit... I make rabbit, I can make rabbit pie. Ooh! All the ghouls are an extension of each subterranean tentacle of the ooze. Well, that's not very... that doesn't sound good. that doesn't sound good. That sounds like it could be a problem. So maybe, so by damaging the ghouls, can we damage the ooze feed and control them? Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna make a little more rabbit pie. We're gonna make some rabbit pies, boys and girls. I don't want to make two, I just want to make one. And then this has how many? When you damage the ghoul, well, it only hurts the tentacle. Well, I think our whole strategy is to run away. Run away! Run away! Yeah, it's one of those where getting out of the situation is just like, if we can get out of the situation, I'm almost happy just to get away and be like, okay, bye. It's gonna be a little tough though, but yeah, the permanent life, the permanent -1. That's why I'm glad I was able to cast that song that'll allow people to, you know, have those 5 temporary hit points so that it can eat away at those instead of their actual life points. Unfortunately, I can't do that for myself. It's only for other people, which kind of sucks, but you know, hey, that's the risk of being a bard, I guess. It's a hard bard life for me. It's a hard bard life for me. My spells are for everyone else. Not for me or anything around me. That is a lot of birch bark tea. Alright, do I have no more birch bark? I have no more birch bark tea. I'm gonna cook up my wascally wabbit. Got a few liters of water on us, that's good.
All this gear is slowing me down.
Will, we talked about this, Will. We talked about this in depth. No complaining about the weight, my friend. You're totally fine. I don't think you're fat, Will, okay? Will's kind of got that complex. He thinks he's fat, so, you know. He's always complaining about his weight. He's always like, it's weighing me down. And I try to tell him, Will, you're beautiful in every single way. All right, I'm gonna drop the thermoses here. I'm gonna drop my lantern, hacksaw, pry bar, and book here. Leave these pans here as well. There we go. We're going on a deer hunt, boys and girls. I know there's a buck out here. I saw him. And we'll grab a few more birch barks while we're here, too. Mr. Deer, where are you? There you are. Oh, really? You gotta be kidding me. He turned right as I took my shot, too. So I have no idea where that arrow went. Oh, it went right up here. Excellent. There's two of them. One went this way. That's just a little doe. I want the buck. I want the buck. Oh, really? A beautiful shot did not kill him? How is that even possible? Wow. And I'm just fail, fail, fail. Fail sauce. But you gotta come back this way somehow, my dear. You're running out of places to go there, buddy. You're gonna run all the way down to the end here, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. You're running out of places to go, my friend. It is a big boy. That's why I like those bucks. The bucks are way better than they used to be.
Slow me down.
But it wasn't a good boy. It was a very good boy. Now if I can actually walk out of here, that would be fantastic. All right, perfect. Nice. This is where the travois comes in clutch. Is getting this deer meat out of here. Woo! I tell you, game, you are beautiful in every single way. Words can't bring you down. Oh no. Where are we right now? We're in the ravine. We's in the ravine. We went into Bleak Inlet. We got the signal turned on. We got the signal during an aurora and opened the hatch in Bleak Inlet. And then we went into now we came into Mystery Lake and we're in the ravine getting this mapped up real quick. Copper hamsters got blizzards every day. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. I wake up in the morning. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. I try to go outside. Dun-dun-dun-dun. The wind starts to blow. And all I see is snow. I tell you, got blizzards every day. I got blizzards every day. I can feel my face. Actually, no, wait a second. I want those on me. Because we can cook those in here. You put those in the pot. I don't want venison stew. I just want venison. There we go. There we go. Drop that there. Grab my hacksaw. I'm not gonna use my knife on these any more than I have to. Use my hacksaw on these because my hacksaw is almost as fast as my knife, and hacksaws are super easy to fix because all you need is a toolkit and a piece of metal, and your hacksaw's perfect again. All right. Got some food cooking. Looking yummy. Even though I'm technically in a safe zone, I'm still crouching. It's a good idea to always get in the habit of crouching when you're around a fire cooking food. It's one of those where it's not always necessary, but it can save your life. Because when you're crouching around a fire and you're cooking, if you got meat and stuff on you, or guts or whatever, the animals are gonna come for you. And if you're crouching by the fire, they won't see you very quickly. If you're standing, they'll see you pretty quick because your aggro radius is huge. But if you're doing the old crouching by the fire thing, if you're crouching tiger hidden Atheenon, the animals won't see you as quick, and sometimes you can get the drop on them before they get the drop on you. There we go. Let's sort these by smallest. Oh. Smallest, there we go. Get those there. We put the cooked meat out here. Now I'm gonna put the big pieces right here. And then those got, what, 26 minutes to go? Let's get this deer harvested. Hello, dear. Hello, dear, I'm home. All right, get that there. Get that there. Let's add some fuel to the fire. Drop the meat. Grab that feather. Alright, we can take that with our hands. Still not used to seeing cans of corn and bags of flour after like a decade of the same stuff. Yeah, it does take a little bit of use for it. What do you need for venison stew? You just need broth and, forget what the other thing is that you need. Let's look here real quick. I'm gonna get that cooked. There. And for venison stew, you need a half a kilo of venison, broth, and flour. I don't do it because I don't think it's worth the flour myself. That's just me personally. The venison stew benefits I just don't see to be tremendously helpful to me. So I don't usually go for venison stew. Now, some people do, and that's totally fine if they want to go for venison stew. More power to them. I don't believe for Interloper there's enough flour in the game to justify it. Yeah, I'd rather make the pies with it, to be honest. Yes, I'd rather make the pies with it, because the pies give you the extra carry weight. Whereas the venison stew gives you basically 3 hours of improved rest. It's like half of an herbal tea, and it also makes you tired. So it's kind of like, okay, I suppose. But yeah, the meat pies, in my opinion, are way better. Not only do you get 3 meat pies, but the meat pies are all, you know, they're about the same amount of. Well, actually, I think they might actually be a little bit more. You might actually get more out of the meat pies. Let's see, the meat pies. Venison pie. So yeah, you get 1,200 calories. You get 1,200 calories instead of the 1,000 that you usually get from a piece of deer meat, and you get 3 extra kilos of carry weight per piece that you utilize. So not only does it give you more carry weight, but you get more calories from it from the pies as well. And same thing works for the rabbit pies. I mean, rabbits, you know, a kilo piece. Is this a kilo? Yeah, that's a kilo piece. Is 563 calories. This takes a half a kilo to make these, and you get over 900 calories of food out of it. So for a kilo of meat, you get 1,800 calories. I guess the same thing works for venison, for the deer too. Because the deer, you get 2,400 calories out of a kilo piece of meat. So it's a really good rate of return for the pies. Plus the 3 extra kilos of carry weight, which is super, super, super nice. Yeah, half a kilo is only 450, so yeah, because I wasn't even thinking, oh yeah, I was thinking for some reason it takes a full kilo to get to make the pie, but it only takes a half a kilo to make the pie. So you get even a better rate of return on it than you would normally. Now again, it comes down to your use of flour too, because for the pies, I think it takes 0.2 kilos of flour, and for the venison, it only takes 0.05 for the stew. The stew is always 0.05, so it's a little bit less flour. But I still think that overall the pies are way better. Yum, yum. Chompity chomp. Oh, I have those guts on me, too. I guess I can drop those over here. I also have another pelt, don't I? Yes, I do. All right. Let's grab our pot. Get our bedroll down. I want to do a quick repair on my rabbit skin gloves as well. Started a new run and found cooking recipes in the Mystery Lake bunker. Nice! That's always fun when you get that nice and early. I mean, of course you can't use it till you get cooking 5, but can you eat the corn by yourself? Yes, you can. The corn by itself is not really that great. The corn by itself gives you, I think, what is it, 200, basically 295 calories, so it's not the greatest. But you can make the Thompson's Family Stew with it, and that's 1,125 calories, so... Sorry, I had a message there I needed to check real quick. All right, let's get some sleep, and then I think we're gonna call it day here. So tomorrow when we play, we're gonna be going down to the bottom of the ravine, mapping that real quick, because we've got both caves now. Oh, I didn't get this cave yet. Let's get this cave real quick. There we go. We got those two caves. We're going to go to the bottom of the ravine and get that cave as well.
Next grade.
I know. You're all thirsty. We're going to go to the bottom of the ravine and get that cave. And then we're going to go into the winding river. We're going to go and map the winding river real quick, which won't take us very long at all. And then we'll be going back into Pleasant Valley, getting the hatch, which is right over here. And then we're going to go through Pleasant Valley, up in the Timberwolf Mountain. And then we're going to get into Ash Canyon. We're going to start mapping up all of Ash Canyon. We still have a Polaroid that we've not mapped in Ash Canyon. So we're going to map that Polaroid up. And then we're going to map all over in here, get all this mapped up. We're going to do a lot of mapping in Ash Canyon because we got Ash Canyon, partial Ash Canyon, Black Rock, and Zone of Contamination that we've not mapped yet. All the other zones we have mapped. Tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel, will be 9 a.m., which is noon Eastern. So 9 a.m. noon Eastern tomorrow. We'll be back in the long dark. We'll be back doing that tomorrow, and we're gonna have some fun. We got our food situation all squared away now, so we're doing good there. But thank you everybody on the YouTube side for watching. I'm gonna pause the stream over on YouTube. I'm gonna turn it off. I'll turn it back on here in about 5 minutes or so, because we're gonna be jumping back into our Civilization 6 Head of Cyrus campaign. It's the event for February, early March. We're going to be jumping back into that and having fun with it. So until next time, take care on YouTube. Bye-bye. Oh, don't forget to hit the like button. Bye, everybody on YouTube.